Hi everybody, it's Jordan, your average Joe, and today we're going to be doing a get ready with me story time about the time I almost sort of tried to kill my brother. We're just waiting for my cat to finish throwing up. You know, crude 15-year-old people humor is your thing. This is probably the channel for you. So if that is your thing, hit the subscribe button. You can join me every week. I'll be posting new videos about fashion, makeup, all of the other things that average people find interest in. We'll see. Go ahead and hit that like button if you like the video, dislike it if you dislike it. Otherwise, let's get on with the video. Alright, we have a new angle, clean workspace. So let's get on into it. If I look over here, it's not because I dislike you, it's because I love myself. And that's where my mirror's at. Anyway, so first things first, let's go ahead and get my hair all clipped back. I have these beautiful little, things from, I think Marshall's probably. I mean, I don't really shop anywhere else, to be honest. Anyway, I do not pretend to be good at makeup. I do not claim that I am good at makeup. In fact, I am very average at makeup, but that's kind of the point, isn't it? You know? Average person does average things. Oh, honey, that's a look. Ooh. The side angle Vogue called for me. Oh, they want me to model. Double chin for the wing, honey. Anyway. Don't mind Cora. I've tried to film this like 3 times now. Cora, it's not about you. It's not about you. I mean, she's adorable and amazing, don't get me wrong, but it's not about you. Okay, go. Anyway. So, today's look is going to probably be something simple because that's really all I know how to do. I'm going to go ahead and get my primer out. Let's just start there. I have a whopping 2 primers. I need to get more to try, but I have a sample of Dr. Brandt's Pore Refiner. It's okay. But I'm going to use the Lancome La Base primer. I'm going to use that and start there. Anyway, I focus this on my kind of T-zone, by the way. It's a pore refining primer. So I focus it just kind of on here and across my forehead, honestly, the spots that really need it. It doesn't really mattify or anything. It does just kind of smooth the face. It looks pretty good, you know. It's got a silicone-y feel. Not that I'm like a huge fan of that, but you know, you win some, you lose some, and honey, we do what we gotta do. Alright, here's kind of a close-up of what that does. Not that it really does much. You know, I've got that almost 30-year-old lady textured skin, but it kind of makes me feel like I did something to my face. As a disclaimer for this video, I am like severely claustrophobic. Like, I get nervous in elevators claustrophobic. Like, I get nauseous in an airplane claustrophobic. It's a bad time. As a preface for this whole story, the reason I reacted the way that I reacted is because I am there. I have a problem. I admit it. But yeah, that's it. Anyway, I have a whopping 4 foundations total, and I use one of them. So these are ones I have to really try. Let's try this one, the oil-free medium coverage e.l.f. foundation. It's still honestly like, I'm a little bit iffy, honestly. But we'll try her out. Anyway, let's get a clean foundation brush. And let's get started. So, the story begins, I don't know how many years ago, honestly. But, like, I'm severely claustrophobic, right? And for some reason, I agreed. I think we were playing hide and seek. I don't know. But my parents' house is like this old house and has like, it's got those really like tiny, ooh, girl. Well, you know, we tried that. You know, not so bad once it's blended out. We're definitely going to need more than like 2 pumps. Anyway. So, oh, by the way, I'm using the e.l.f. buffing foundation brush. I have some nicer brushes, but you know, I'm a Walmart girl at heart. Like, honey, I can't afford to be spending $40 on a makeup brush. So, you know, $4 on the other hand. That's a good time. That's a good time. Anyway, so my parents live in this house, right? And I mean, they still live there. And it's got like, oh, like nooks and crannies. It's like 200 years old, but it's got like these tiny little, I would call them like the haunted closets. Like, you know, like the ones that look creepy. You don't really want to go in them anyway. But like, they're itty bitty. They're tiny, tiny, tiny. Anyway, so they have these tiny closets, right? I'm gonna stop for a second. My cat's sneezing in the background. All over my bed. All over my bed. Don't get too close. I'm looking a little bit crusty. So these closets, right? I think we're playing hide and seek. Honestly, I don't remember what we were playing, but somehow, I end up hiding in one of these closets, right? Like, me being me, probably a bad idea to begin with, but I'm like, it's just for a couple minutes. Like, you know, a little bit. Anyway, I'm hiding. I have the door like partially propped open because like this illusion of like, oh my god, if the door's open, it's not really like a small space. It's still a small space, but whatever. I'm gonna finish patting this off and then we're gonna come back. But before I do that, actually, I'm gonna use my concealer. I'm using I have a lot of e.l.f. products here. I'm using the Hydrating Camo Concealer, the satin finish, because I tried the regular one and honestly that is dry and crusty AF. It was awful. I don't get what the hype was about.
Boom. Roasted.
So look, ooh. It's Vogue, honey. Oops. Clearly I'm not used to this. I'm going to get this blended out with my brush and I will come back. Alright. Don't get too close. I look gross. But you know, it kind of looks okay. But like up close and personal, girl, it is highlighting every texture I've ever had on my face. Anyway, I'm going to set it with one of the few bougie things that I have. The Laura Mercier, blah, blah. I'm getting it everywhere. But I set my whole face. I know it like dries you out and they're like, you don't need to do it. You want some dewy stuff on your face.
No.
I want to look like the Crypt Keeper. I want to look like I'm 2 seconds away from blowing away. You know, like I want to be dry and crusty like my personality. Ooh. I want to be set and locked in for decades. Like, she's not going anywhere. So, we use that. Anyway, so I'm in this closet, right? And I can hear my brothers, like, they're racing around all around. I guess probably we should do... Sorry, I'm, like, losing my train of thought. Let me get my bronzer, stuff out like that, and we'll finish the face, and then we'll do eyeshadow, all the cute stuff. Okay, so I'm using the Benefit Cheek Leaders Pink Squad palette. It has got bronzer, highlight, blush, the whole 9 yards in it. However, for blush, I will be using the Moon Prism blush from Lunar Beauty. I'll show you what colors I use. To start this though, let me clean my brush a little bit so I can bronze. So, anyway, I'm in this closet, I'm hiding, and I'm thinking of like, oh my god, I'm gonna get my brother so good, ha ha ha, they're never gonna find me. I'm using the Hula. That's the beauty influencer noise, right? Oh great, I'm getting it all over my floor, whatever. Anyway, so I don't contour, by the way, I just bronze. That to me feels like enough. Just a big fluffy brush and I just I'm kind of going there. in the hollows of my cheeks. You can see? So I'm hiding around, and my brothers are like, ooh, she's deep. We're going to fix that. It's a little deep for my face. That one looks like I got punched. That's so better. It blends out pretty well. I still may. That's a little bit better. I want to get a little up there though. So we're gonna go just right up there, right against my forehead. Make my forehead that's already kind of small look a little bit smaller. Like she's 2 seconds away from walking off my face. You know, what's left over, just go underneath. Give yourself a little beard. Looks great. Looks natural. It's all good. So my brothers are awfully quiet. Like I had heard them finding each other, and then all of a sudden there's nothing. Like it's just quiet, and I'm like, okay, are they still looking? Did they just ignore me? Did they leave me behind? I'm actually going to be using a little bit of Soleil and Pink Moon, a little mixy mix. Just a dab, and a dab, and a dab, and a dab, and a dab. Cute. And right at the apples of my cheeks, I just go. We're gonna go a little bit. It's a little light. We'll go a little bit heavier, but yeah. So it's quiet. I'm hiding out in the closet, right? And they're like, you know, I'm thinking about coming out because I'm not hearing them. I was like, I'm pretty sure my spot was pretty obvious, and I was like, they should have found me by now, you know. Like, there's a whopping like 4 closets in the whole house, and I don't hear anything. And then I just hear some giggling, and I'm like, okay, that's a little suspicious, you know. Also, side note, I do the boop because I don't care if it's not trendy anymore, or maybe it is, I don't know. Or maybe I'm too old for it, but I like blush. It makes me feel alive. Girl, that's cute. Makes you look alive. Anyway, and then I'm going to use a fan brush. I know these aren't super popular for highlight anymore, but I'm going to use Tickle from the Benefit one, and we're just going to, you know, just sweep it in there, and we're going to go across the cheek. Just across the nose. Ooh, see that? Maybe not. But it's very light. Oh, there you go. So it gives you like that little bit of a, it's there, but like not really. Ooh, there we go. Without giving you like too much of a cast, because like some highlights really do that, and that's, you know, that's cute. That's their thing. A little here, and then a little, just a little bit. I love it. Anyway, so my brothers are giggling, and I'm like, okay, that's a little suspicious. And the noise is getting closer. And then all of a sudden, I do not exaggerate when I say I felt like I was gonna die. The door shut on me. Okay, so I'm in there, and I start freaking out. I'm screaming so loud, my mom thinks I'm dying. She thinks I've set fire to my cat. I've sacrificed a rabbit. I don't know. Something's severely wrong. Nothing's severely wrong. I mean, really, realistically, I'm just in a closet. Retrospect, I know that. Also, I'm about to do my brows, and for my brows, I use Benefit products. I have like 3 of them. I use the micro filling pen, the Gimme Brow, and then the 24-hour brow setter. Anyway, I'm gonna set my brows. I'm actually not gonna be able to talk while I do this, just because, you know, girl, they need some work. They like, perfection takes some time and some concentration. But before I do that, let me just tell you, I'm in that closet, and I am like seeing a tunnel. I am like, there's no end in sight. My brothers are just laughing. They are both shoved against that door. They have me trapped in there, and I couldn't fight them off. I was shoving and shoving, and I'm like, I'm gonna be stuck in here forever. I was freaking out. And then, 1 second, BRB. So I use this first, and it gives you like the lines of it, like natural hairlines. Also, my brows are perpetually this shape. You know, I was part of the overplucking of the 2000s, where I was like, girl, wax them all off. I don't care, they're gonna be great. I want sperm eyebrows forever. I don't want that now, but I'm also too chicken to shave my eyebrows and let them grow back in, so like, this is my forever shape. Also, if you hear some heavy breathing, some wheezing behind the camera, that's just my cat Cora. She is the neediest thing that's ever existed. She thinks every time I come in this room, it is for her. Alright. There we go. They're good. They're filled in. You know, they're not twins, but they're sisters. Anyway, so I felt in this closet a calm rage come over me. I was like, okay, I can get out. In my head, I was like, I can get out. By the way, I'm using the MAC Painterly Paint Pot to prime my eyelids. Anyway, so I'm in the closet. All of a sudden, my brothers are like pushing the door. And I'm like, I can get out. I got this. And then this rage just filled my body. Every orifice of my body was filled with this calm but seething rage. Like, I was very in control. I'm like, I'm getting out. And I, boom, She-Hulked my way out of that closet. And I tell you, I hit that door so hard, I cracked the wall when it hit it. It went boom. I burst that door open. People in China were like, my God, what is that noise? And I'm like, don't worry. It's just me going after my brothers. Anyway, they took off running. And they're screaming because they're like, oh no. Like, you know that rage. You know that what I'm talking about when, you know, you're so mad that, like, you know. By the way, I'm getting a brush. I'm using this fluffy brush in the Kathleen Lights So Jaded Color Pop palette. They took off. I have two brothers, by the way. The youngest one was out of my reach before I could, you know, really do anything about it. But the older of the two, oh honey, he wasn't fast enough. I don't think Mario Andretti in his race car was fast enough. Like, I could have outrun Usain Bolt in that moment. I was like filled with adrenaline. I was like, all right, let's go, bitches. Like, we are about to go. I'm just setting my eyelid, by the way, with the color My Precious. Ooh, My Precious. I'm not doing something super fancy. I'm literally going to do like one shade color on my eye and probably some glitter. And if I'm going to use glitter, I'm probably going to use, there's no probably, I'm going to use Cafe Disco from the Pure X Raw Beauty Christie palette. Anyway, so I get out to the, like, I booked it. I ran after my brother. I'm using the, I don't know how to pronounce this, Ametrine. It's like this purpley, kind of glittery, like, I don't know, you can see her. She's pretty. I'm just gonna, oh, that is pigmented, baby. See? That's pretty good. You know, we're gonna do that and then we're gonna do some glitter. Anyway, I took off. I ran after that, my brother. Like, there's this room and it's like this square shape, right? Like, they have closets down here, the doors over here. I was, He got to the hallway and I, without thinking, did the only defensive thing I knew how to do as a girl of, like, I don't know, 12, 13. Alright, I went ahead and did the purple and stuff off camera to get the other one done. I actually want to, I lied, I'm going to do something kind of fancy. I'm going to deepen it up with the outer corner with Jasper and then do some glitter. Anyway, I kicked my brother so hard. That's not bad, actually. We might make that a little, we'll go back in with My Precious in a minute. Anyway, I kicked my brother so hard and so fast, so aggressively. He got airtime. He shot straight up with my foot connected to his genitals. I mean, he saw the light, you know? He's in the air, right? And he lets out what I can only be described as, like, not to be too graphic here, but like the sound of an animal dying. That's not an exaggeration. Like, I'm just using my precious again to kind of lighten the crease, blend it all together. Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better. See, that's not so bad. See, this is a little harsh for me. She's a little blended. Anyway, it was like, I don't know if I can do this while I'm doing my eyeshadow. Hold on. Let me fix her. Let me fix this. Let me blend my mistakes away. And now we're going to add the glitter. The best part. So anyway, he lets out this noise. It sounds like an animal dying, or that squealing noise of like letting the air out of a balloon. That he let out that noise. Anyway, he hits the ground. He hits the ground. Bad. I shouldn't laugh, but like, he deserved it. I mean, he locked me in the closet. I'm using a little bit of setting spray to wet my brush to use Cafe Disco from the Raw Beauty Christy palette. This right here. Anyway, he hits the ground like so hard it shook her upstairs. And my mom comes like, ignoring all of the rest of this. Kids will be kids, whatever, you know. She finally comes charging up the stairs, right? And she is like, Jordan, what did you do? My brother is crying on the ground, and I'm like, nothing. Okay, obviously I did something. I was like, okay, well, they locked me in the closet. And my brother, he is on the ground, just like rocking back and forth, full on fetal position, right? My mom is laughing. Okay. So my mom, right? As long as you are not bleeding, obviously dead, missing a limb, on fire, you know, something like severely, obviously severe, like you are ER right away. She laughs when you get hurt. Her sense of humor is the sense of humor of like a third grader with YouTube for the first time. She likes watching people fart. She likes watching people get kicked. She likes watching people fall. That's her. So my brother, he is screaming. Well, like, screaming, I mean like, he's still making that noise. Like, that noise hasn't stopped since he hit the ground. And my mom is laughing and she's like, what did you do? And I'm like, he locked me in the closet. You know I'm claustrophobic. And I'm like, anyway, I'm livid. My brother's dying. My other brother is like hiding because he knows, like, girl, he knows he's next. He knows that, like, I get a hold of him. Oh, by the way, I'm using the Wander Beauty Mile High Club mascara. My mom is freaking out. My brother is like, I don't know. For all I know, he could have been dying. He was like, and then my mom drops the bomb on me. She's like, oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, Mom, it's fine. I just kicked him. She's like, you could have killed him. And I'm like, how could I have killed him? Did you know that, like, if you kick a person in the balls hard enough, you can explode a testy and they could die? I did not know that. Useful information. She's like, you could have killed your brother. I'm like, oh, Mom, I couldn't have killed my brother, blah, blah, blah. So she has to, like, prove me wrong that, like, yes, indeed, you could have killed your brother. And then my brother, like the dying animal that, you know, he was at the time, he squeaks out. Anyway, he passed out from it. So, lesson to be learned here. Don't mess with me. I got a left foot. So fast forward to, like, I think last year, maybe? I don't know. No, 2 years ago. My brother starts getting some testing done, right? 1 second. I'm going to get my lip product and move my setting spray. That's been here this whole time. Dang it. I'm going to get that. I'll be right back. And we'll finish this up. Okay. So we're back. He's getting some testing done, right? And they're trying like that kind of testing. They're checking like counts and stuff. And it turns out his counts are really low. And they're like, you know, it's probably not likely that you're going to have children. And they're like, we think it's because they may have there's a lot of tissue growth. And that kind of tissue growth pops up when there's been severe trauma to the area. I may have made it so my brother can't have babies. I don't know what to do with that information. Anyway, I'm gonna do my lip products. I've got an Ulta lip liner and a Lancome lipstick. I will be right back. Yeah, you do what you need to do with that information, okay? Alright, everybody, this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed that story. I did get my brother's permission to tell it. He said he is kind of glad that he can't have children because it's free birth control. So, you know, like, things to think about. Anyway, so I hope that doesn't change anybody's opinion of me. Or if it does, I hope it changes it for the better, because if not, I know how to kick people hard enough to cause severe trauma. So, things to know. I hope you're having a great day. And come back, check me out again, and let's be average together, everybody. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.